Don't you have a marriage show to do?
Yeah, Daddy, isn't the one about marriage?
Marriage. Oh, crud. I've got a show to do.
Mommies and daddies, get ready for the biblical marriage moment.
And welcome today to the Biblical Marriage Moment. I am Stephen Goode. I'm both a pastor at Northside Baptist Church. I'm also an author of a book called Marriage Triage, which deals just with couples in crisis. You know, what happens when things fall apart in your marriage, and how do you respond? And it's great to be with you today. Hey, we have a question. I want to get right to a question today, and I want to address it, and that's this. The topic today seems to be couples living together. You know what? Hey, you know what? Maybe we're not sure about marriage yet. Maybe we're not quite there. The warm and fuzzy's not there. So we're just going to move in together and let's see how it goes. Do a test drive. Make sure everything feels right, it's compatible. And next thing you know, chaos ensues. Even couples who reach that point where they're married and then they look back and they see how their marriage is just going to pot because they put the cart before the horse. And so the question I was given was, what is my opinion of it? And I want to say this. My opinion's irrelevant.
Today we've gathered a slew of what we like to call Mr. Irrelevance.
Yeah, I said it. My opinion really is irrelevant on this topic because I think we need to look and see, what does God say and what is our role in the world, and specifically in Ephesians 4. And if you have a Bible, if you want to look at it, just look on the screen. Ephesians 4 specifically talks about this. And what we see is that we are not to live like the world. The scripture specifically talks about that we're to not live like the Gentiles. And when Ephesus was being spoken to by Paul, what Paul's trying to say is, there's a world standard for living and there is a Christian's standard for living. And you have one of two choices. But let's say, for instance, in this economy, your rationale behind it is, well, we're trying to save money. You know what? We just don't have a whole lot of money. We can't keep up 2 residences. That's not my problem. But your problem is to be biblical in your thought about this. In other words, if a couple is only moving in together and they're saying, hey, we're just going to remain celibate, we're not going to be intimate with one another until the marriage, then you're setting yourself up for failure. Secondly, you're doing nothing different than the world would do. Even in my neighborhood and where I live and in many other neighborhoods across the country, if you look at statistics, you will find that a large number of people are living together and being intimate with one another. And I understand that we don't live in an economy that says, hey, there's money everywhere. But I do say this, that if you want to have a biblical relationship, you need to first and foremost go through the process in the order you're supposed to. Song of Solomon talks a lot about this when it speaks of not awakening love until it pleases. A good book that you can pick up on this topic is called Sacred Search, written by Gary Thomas. In fact, I'll make available to you an interview that I had with Gary where we spoke about his book, and he goes into a great deal of detail to explain why living together, or for that matter, why being intimate before marriage in the process of your search for that right spouse can create a mindset that is not clear and will not think biblically about who you should marry.
Yeah, Daddy, isn't the one about marriage?
Get ready for the biblical marriage moment. Or say, mommies and daddies, get ready for the biblical marriage moment. You can. We'll try to count to 3. Say, mommies and daddies, get ready for the biblical marriage moment. You ready? 1, 3. Ready? I'll try it again. Say, mommies and daddies, get ready for the biblical marriage moment. I'll hold the mic for you so you don't have to. There, you ready? Say, mommies and daddies, get ready for the biblical marriage moment.
Count to 3.